We here.
Yes, sir!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 6-Yard Box podcast. This is episode number 67 of the show.
2 away from the big.
I'm excited for 2 weeks.
We're talking about the biggest El Clasico of the decade so far, a Ballon D'Or ceremony that was actually worth watching, and my club sacking yet another manager. I think this is like an all-time pod in terms of how much we have to talk
Should be
about.
a quick pod.
Should be pretty good.
Got a Leaf game at 7:30.
Max 30 minutes, guys.
Max 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Got Raw to watch. Got the World Series to watch. Let's
Imagine we were still rocking 35-minute episodes and had all this to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Shout
my
out Spirit Live.
Good Lord.
Miles going.
35 minutes to 35 minutes. We gotta beat
Yeah.
that cat, man.
Oh, lads, not just in football, but in just terms of sports, this past week has been excellent. Let's go around the table and talk about it. Antoine, how's your
Give me
week
a
been?
show, Miles.
Jesus, brother.
Ow, ow, ow.
Week's been pretty good, honestly. Some good football matches to watch. I really enjoyed this week in terms of content. And yeah, hope you guys had the same as me.
It's been an excellent week, man. Blake, you tell me about yours.
I'll get to it.
I'm so sorry that we're gonna do Arsenal versus Liverpool like such an well, maybe not, but like compared to like the importance of usual
fine.
football ongoings,
fine.
this is like pretty high.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, say we have fucking so much to talk about. I think you're sure, Miles.
Thank you, sir.
How's your week been?
Yeah, week's been okay. Busy, school and that. But well, World Series is it's good for baseball, but not been going the way I wanted it to.
You want the Yankees to win?
Dude?
What the fuck?
We're not getting into
this.
this.
Is
We're not
why-
getting into this.
Oh my god.
We don't have time for this. We don't have time.
I have a perfectly good
We don't have
reason
time
for
for
it
this.
as well, and we're not getting into
We
it.
just don't have
the
time for
reason?
this. No, we
We're
just
not-
don't have time
no,
for this.
not getting into it.
Bro, this is why I don't like his double fandom, because no Blue Jays fan would ever want the Yankees to win anything in their lives.
Just gonna keep my.
If this has political implications, I
It has
can be
no
mad.
political
Okay.
implications.
Okay, good.
None. But that's a good question. I like the question you asked there. Does that have political implications? Because it's a fair point.
It's
When
a
it
fair
comes to me,
question. It's a fair
yeah.
question.
Okay,
Boys,
sorry. Good
we-
week though. Sorry, Julie.
Let's
Good
go
week.
chronological.
We start. I mean, before
Chronological.
this morning, I had let's talk about El Clasico first. Elephant in the room. Then this morning, a new elephant, and then this afternoon, a new elephant. So where do you want to
I
start?
just said chronological.
Chronological. Oh my God! So we gotta go back to what Champions League last week.
We can briefly touch on that.
Oh, that one? No, that's past news. Arsenal
Yeah.
won. PSG tied.
tied.
United lost. No,
United
they tied.
didn't play at all.
No, they played in Europa
Oh,
League,
right.
but they
We played-
tied.
We played
yeah.
Porto.
Madrid.
What happened with
I just probably shouldn't get into it.
Yeah, fair.
No, it was just, same old wasteful in front of the goal. It's just embarrassing, isn't it?
Madrid came back and won,
Yeah.
but it didn't matter.
Great game against Dortmund.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, had us very hyped going into the weekend.
But yeah, should we start there? We can start there.
Let's start with El Clasico, boys. Oh my God, there's so much to talk about. El Clasico delivered in a way that I wasn't expecting.
That's crazy, bro.
Just with the build-up.
El Clasico, I was unfamiliar with your game.
No, honestly, I agree with you there because with what it's been providing us for the last couple of years, it's been pretty dead.
Yeah.
It's not been at the El Clasico standards, even though there's been some pretty big scores.
Yeah.
I don't remember fantasizing over a Barca with Aubameyang beating Real Madrid,
Yeah. With
So-
Joselu.
with Joselu.
Yeah.
So based off of pure talent on the pitch before the game in itself, that was already big, and then all the other implications on top of that
Yes.
made it even bigger.
Yeah. And then it started with Barca beating Bayern in midweek, which I almost feel like isn't getting talked about enough, just because like
Slayed the demon.
that alone is like massive for it. I mean, how much chaos has Bayern caused this team in the past couple of years?
Yeah.
It honestly felt like a new era of Barca, like if that makes sense. Like
Oh, absolutely.
they've had good runs of form,
Mhm.
but whenever they would run into Bayern in the Champions League, it was always, we know exactly how this game is going to go. And it was always Bayern coming out on top. But this time, it wasn't just Barca winning, it was them winning emphatically from the first minute, Rafinha scoring. And then just, wow. And this is not like some out of form washed up Bayern team either.
No, it's a new Bayern team under a new coach, I'd say.
Yeah.
Who's
Probably
been very impressive this year.
who have been pretty impressive, but probably haven't been at their top in terms of tactics because the manager probably didn't have enough time yet.
Of course.
But this is also a new Barcelona team with the exact same situation, and look what they're doing to them, and with way younger players as well. We're talking about 6 La Masia players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. absolutely insane. This, and then with Real Madrid on the other side, having such an entertaining game against Dortmund, Vinny scoring a hat trick and having like these two like juggernauts in terms of form and status going up against each other, it was like I couldn't wait for El Clasico, and I can't remember the last time I couldn't wait for El Clasico. You know, my only gripe is it was on at the same time as the UFC main event, but I digress.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, Real Madrid or Ilya Tapori is a massive Real Madrid fan. He had Sergio Ramos octagon side watching him and brought him on stage at the press conference.
Probably better for Ramos, let's be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Not watching his team get thrashed.
I know.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, lads. 4-0
4-0
is crazy.
is crazy.
I know they're going up against the best striker of all time.
And it's not even like it's a lucky 4-0. No, Barcelona delivered a footballing lesson to Real Madrid.
Yes.
And especially in that second half, because in the first half, it was chances on both sides. A lot of
offside goal, to be
oh
fair.
my God,
To be
dude.
fair.
Dude, talk about offsides. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But chances on both sides, both testing each other a little bit. Second half completely
Yeah, it
killed
was-
the game. Barcelona completely just steamrolled over Real Madrid as if they weren't even there. Dude, that midfield trio, when Frankie de Jong came on at halftime, Pedri, Frankie, Casado, who's having a great start to the season. I'm really excited to see
He's
what
been on
they
the
have.
Tranmere Rovers watch list, I'll be honest with you.
I'm so excited to watch the rest of the season from him, honestly.
I was trying to think about how this game would go, and I always thought the high line of Barcelona was like the worst to go up against Real Madrid with all the pace and power they have, you know, just cutting through teams. But no, they played it to perfection.
And it's so impressive too how in sync they are. I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of training they go through to be. It's like they read each other's minds. Genuinely, they are so in sync. It's incredible.
I think
Unreal.
what you said about the new era, because they've won championships. Like they've won
Yeah.
La Liga with Xavi in that year, the years after.
Yeah, they've
Messi.
had like
But there's a different aura. Like I know we say that word all the time, but there's a different aura about this Barcelona team, and they showed it against their biggest rivals, who have. I mean, we'll talk about Ballon d'Or later, but I mean, there's no other way to show how serious you are and how good you are than against your direct rivals, and they freaking showed out.
Wow. Did you guys see the Spanish TikToker that was beefing with Lamine Yamal?
No.
Oh my God, you guys have been missing out. Okay, so there's this guy, and like he's a big shithouse, big Real Madrid fan, reacts to every single game, big hater of Barcelona, obviously. So he is basically live TikToking the Bayern game, and in the first half, Barcelona were they tied or just up?
First half of Bayern game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At halftime, it was like 1-1 or whatever. In the first half of against Bayern, Lamine Yamal is pretty quiet, so this guy puts out a video saying, Lamine Yamal, where are you? Whatever. Barca win that game emphatically. Lamine Yamal plays well. And then Lamine Yamal goes into this guy's comments. This guy is like 25, 30. Saying, calm down, kid.
That's crazy.
Then what happens? The guy then goes to the Bernabeu, responds, like makes another video saying, this is a message to Lamine Yamal. Good job against Bayern yesterday, but now you're going up against a real team this weekend in Real Madrid.
That's crazy.
I am so confident that we will beat you, that if Barcelona wins and Lamine Yamal scores, I will get your name shaved in my head. And guess what fucking happened?
Oh
yeah,
my
he
goodness
scored and they
gracious.
won. Did he do it?
I think he did it. I haven't
That's
checked
crazy.
since, but he fucking better now.
I kind of thought you were talking about Ish the Fish. You guys know that guy?
Ish the fish, of course.
This guy. He's
It
so
was
funny.
it was actually belt.
That's
to
what it
ass.
was. That second half was belt to ass.
bro. Belt to
It was
ass.
it was all like, you
I
know,
love Ish the Fish.
it was all
He's so
Spanish
funny.
talk, so I was doing my hard research, like translating everything live. I had to go deep in the comments to find some guy translating it in English. But it's so funny.
That's
dude.
good. That's good.
Imagine getting told to calm down, kid, by a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Unreal.
All right, let's
He's
move
just
on.
different.
I don't want any more Lamine Yamal glaze.
Thoughts on your boy Lewandowski?
I will glaze Lewandowski the whole time, though. Man, it's just like he's just ageless. He seems ageless. He's so good. We talked about his hold-up play many times, but his hold-up play is so fantastic. There's no striker who I think can hold the ball up as good as Lewandowski, as Miles has an intimate moment with his mother. But no, he's so and then guys, like, he's such a complete striker. Yeah, he's not the quickest, but he knows how to make the right runs. His finishing ability was showcased obviously on 2 goals against here, and it's just his link-up play, his hold-up play. He can play a pass. He can just do whatever you need. He's just a winning mentality striker. And Ballon d'Or, let's do it.
Yeah, honestly, Lewandowski 2025 Ballon d'Or. He's having a solid start so far. I believe in it. And I think
Shout out to
if this Barcelona team can continue what they're doing so far, no question.
Well, they're not going to win the Champions League, so that
They
might
could.
interest him. They're
They
not going
could.
to.
Like I said, in my eyes, that makes him a 3-time Ballon d'Or winner.
2-time.
It'll be a way 2-time. He should have won. Yeah.
3 times.
Anyway, whatever.
God, yeah. Should we go on to Ballon d'Or then? Or is there more to talk
I say we
about?
go
I say
chronological.
Yeah, I say we go chronological.
Okay.
Just because
Ballon d'Or.
So then, next is United. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can skip over their loss over the weekend because
I mean, like, there's some things to touch on the weekend. Like, there's the VAR shit, which will rightfully get called out, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just like the stupid shit that kind of deflects away from the real problems. Sometimes I say in football that a manager coaches a win. Say what you want about Sunday, but Ten Hag coached the win. I'm not saying he didn't deserve to be sacked, but he coached the win.
What?
He coached the win.
yeah, I think
With the chance.
Oh,
with
coached to
with
win.
the chances
Oh.
created, with the setup of the team, with the player selection, it was sufficient enough where, like, it was worthy of the win. It wasn't his fault that we didn't win that game.
we've criticized
Right?
him a lot in the past, but in that game specifically against West Ham, I thought that he got everything right, and I'm solely putting all the responsibility on the loss on the players
Yeah, I agree.
because
And well, on the ref too. But
and the ref.
listen, I don't want to.
Yeah, come.
Well, no, listen. Like, I know you said last episode that you'll have no sympathy for us whenever these ref things happen, and but you said to me off camera, like you can.
No,
just
no,
say- you
because
said
I'm
to me.
not fucking delusionally biased. That's why I said that to you. Because when I see an injustice, I don't look at it.
Same, brother.
No,
Same.
no.
Same.
Sorry, I said I wouldn't do this. Yes.
Like, we're gonna get
Should-
into the Arsenal
should-
Liverpool game, but there was an incident in that game that was much more of a penalty than this delict was. Like, yes, but I don't want to talk about that. Genuinely,
Yeah.
it's tempting, but I don't want to talk
Told
about
you. I told you. It's hard.
it.
These referees,
Garnacho
man.
missed a good few chances. Hoyland missed a chance. Delo.
Jesus Christ,
Oh my
guys! I
goodness
was like
gracious.
half asleep watching that game.
Yeah.
And then when Delo had his chance, he missed it. Dude, I actually woke up from it.
It's actually I've been a supporter of his too. I think he's a good player in there.
Yeah, I
And,
think he still played a decent
Funniest
game.
thing about this game, Bruno played his best game of the season.
Yeah, he
Swear to
played
God.
well.
Swear to God, he should have had 3 assists in the first half.
Mhm.
This fucking team, man.
So then, what did that lead to?
And then that led to, if we're skipping forward to today, Eric Ten Hag, as I'm on my way to campus this morning in the subway, see Fabrizio Romano tweeted out 1 minute ago, Eric Ten Hag officially sacked by United. It's happened, boys.
So who's gonna do the song with me? Do we get to do it one more time?
You can lead the way.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Old Trafford is falling down. Da, 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 da. Ten Hag is a fucking clown. Da, 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 da. I don't need the rest. But you guys get the gist.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I never want to hear that from you ever again.
It's gone. It's never being spoken into existence.
Amorim is a fucking clown.
Listen, football is a results-based business. Ten Hag was not getting the results, so in that kind of sense, it makes sense. This sacking, doesn't it? Like,
I don't know.
is it incredibly frustrating that the players couldn't finish their chances and because of that, another manager is getting sacked? Is it incredibly frustrating that the players just have not been stepping up like they should over the past couple of months and like year?
There you go.
Absolutely, absolutely. My main thing with this is like, after yesterday, well, I mean, for a good while now with United, I'm numb to the pain. Like, this doesn't excite me that Ten Hag is being sacked, that we're linked to Ruben Amorim or whoever we brought in is going to be. We'll get to you, sir.
It's a question. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, go on.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Go finish your spiel, and then
But-
I'll ask a question.
But it doesn't excite me. And nothing that they could have done today excites me, right? I've been telling you for a while now that whoever we bring in, whether it be Southgate, whether it be
Well, if you brought in
Freaking-
Southgate, you would kill yourself. Let's be honest.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
whether it was Southgate, Nagelsmann, Amorim, whoever, like, it doesn't excite me enough because there's like a loop to do with these players. Downing tools, manager comes in, a bounce back season, going gets tough, downing tools again, repeat.
Well, the problem lies exactly in there. It's in the players.
Exactly.
And when is the club going to realize that it's not always the manager's fault?
I hope they do.
It's-
I
they
genuinely
need,
hope
they
they
need
do.
to at this point because
I genuinely
it's
hope
been
they
for 3-4 years now the exact same loop.
Just
And
cycles, bro.
Cycles.
With Ten Hag, with Ranić, with Ollie, Even with Mourinho.
Even with Mourinho.
But hey, I mean, actually, Miles, ask your question because I was gonna say something.
Go on.
Yeah. This is, you're talking about this and it's on my mind, and I want you to think about from the appointment of Eric Ten Hag. I feel like I've asked this question
Mhm.
before, but from the appointment of Eric Ten Hag in the summer of 2022 till now, what percentage of Man United's failures,
Yeah.
underperformances, what percentage would you put on just Ten Hag? Not like the management, just Ten Hag. Not the players, just Ten Hag. I mean, yeah.
Low key, good question. It took me a while to
great
get
question.
there, but
Yeah, I know.
Good
It's
question.
always- it's never easy.
it's
For
a
me.
good question. Actually.
Thank you.
Well, Ten Hag is. I mean, he's like Jose Mourinho. He compared himself to him. So I mean,
30%.
I think it's more 50.
30%. 30% him. 30% the board and management. 40% the players.
Let's get the pie chart out,
bro, I'm
boys.
not giving
No,
you board.
because this is since 2022, bro. This is since 2022.
You guys got any
This is
pl-
since
You guys have
2022,
spent, like,
bro.
700
But that's the
million
thing,
On the
that's why-
wrong fucking players.
Exactly.
bro.
And
That's-
whose fault is that?
that's
That's
Ten
Ten Hag's
Hag,
fault.
bro.
Not just Ten Hag's fault. He wanted to buy Anthony in June of 2022, and if we made the deal at the time, that would have been a 40 million pound deal, and we're looking at that deal much better. He wanted De Jong in his first summer. We bought a washed up Casemiro instead. Like,
Well, I don't think De Jong wanted to go. To be fair,
well, then why did John Murta and our CEO at the time fly over to Barcelona and just embarrass themselves by pursuing that deal so hard, ignoring every other deal until the last week of August in that window? Like, I'm not like the current board, I'm happy with completely. But for a summer or two before that, it was these incompetent little people that was really spending the money in the bad places. And that's been our problem for like a decade now. And that's why I only put them at 30%, because now it's better and they've backed Ten Hag completely in the summer, which is why Ten Hag got to go. They completely backed him this summer well enough.
You need to put more of the weight on Ten Hag because you're putting 40% on the players. But a lot of those players are players that Ten Hag bought himself that aren't performing to the standards that he thought that they would perform at. So it's also his judgment that didn't go to plan.
Love that take.
I understand that completely, but then like sometimes there's little stuff like the injuries or the players talking up. And honestly, the injuries, like I can put that down to luck, but it's down to the players as well to stay healthy and not be stupid and just be dumb like Luke Shaw and whatever. And like, sure, a lot of the players brought in by Ten Hag were his, absolutely, which is why mostly this season I'm putting the blame on Ten Hag and it's worthy of him going. But like there were stages last year where he really had to rely on guys like Harry Maguire, like Johnny Evans, like
Garnacho.
Garnacho's technically his, but like these players that have let him down time and time again, like time, especially last season where it was like where he didn't have a lot of his best team is what I'm saying, right?
No, that makes sense.
That makes sense, but that's football. I can't use that as an excuse. I'm done because Arsenal. I can't use that excuse in the Liverpool game, and we missed like our whole back line.
I think you could use that. Like it's
But
not
it's just lame, innit? It's just lame. Like
Doesn't
be
mean it's
better.
wrong.
Just be better.
of course,
Just get like you know what I'm saying?
of course. Like if you had Saliba in this game, like the standards are higher, even just a little bit, but they're higher,
Yeah,
right? So that's what I'm.
I get it's frustrating, but I don't know why hasn't there been a Johnny Evans replacement for the last 12 years?
That's why I put something down to the board because we were supposed to get Kim and Jay, but got Johnny Evans
Fair.
instead.
So there you go. But there's another issue. Like I know, like what?
But this like now the board is fine. Like that's not a gripe anymore.
Yeah.
I complained about that a lot last year. Like now I think it's much better. I actually trust the decision makers, the main decision makers at United now.
Sure.
Which kind of brings us on to Ruben Amorim, who is now seeming like at 7:27 p.m. on a Monday night here in Toronto, the likely replacement to come into Man United. And
I
it's
really
not the
like
first
that.
name that I would have thought of, but I saw it today, and despite it being a sporting manager, and I'm a Benfica at heart, I really like it. I really like it. If you're going for young up and coming managers who's well regarded around Europe, sure, maybe that's. I'll get to that gripe, but this is the best name you could have gone for. I mean, if the alternative was Southgate, fuck, I'll take Blake Talabas as manager.
I feel like I do a job.
Yeah, off the pro club's resume or what? Or the career mode
What's the
resume?
first thing you're
Low-key,
doing
yeah.
when you get the job? What's the first thing
Oh,
you're
I'm
doing?
kicking Bruno in the shins, lad. No, actually, you know what? I would transform I would transform
Into
Bruno.
a creative midfielder.
I would
or-
transform.
A creative midfielder.
I would transform Bruno into a Ballon d'Or candidate, and there's no doubt in my mind I would get the best out of him.
Okay.
They can
I
play
think I feel
right
like your
back.
lack of football manager experience really
No,
docks
but
some points
you
on the
don't.
resume.
You don't understand. My visionary on the career mode pitch.
Okay, so
is-
listen, I'm Bruno.
Yeah.
I just met you.
Yeah.
Gaffa. What I need to do?
You've got to go, lad.
I like what Anton said. Okay, anyway, go.
So I like the Amorim shouts. He's been
I do like the Amorim shouts.
He's like the manager that's emerged as one of the top candidates for a lot of teams. He was the one that was tipped ahead of or after Guardiola, for when Guardiola's going to leave this summer. So if Manchester United position themselves on him, I think that would be a pretty big shot at Manchester City.
That is a big like testament to how good he was. But however, that leads me to my one gripe with this, is that those same things that you're saying about Amorim right now,
They were saying about.
they were saying about
Ten
Ten Hag.
Right.
I remember this. This is my only problem with Ruben Amorim as Manchester United manager, is that it is the exact same template of manager of Ten Hag. Sure, different system, all of that, different experience, but it is a young, slightly unproven on the biggest stage type of manager coming into Manchester United, which is a whole different level from Ajax, Sporting,
For sure.
etc.
It's a big jump.
Right? And it is a risk. The one problem I have with this is that Dan Ashworth and the people at top of United have been saying, I'd rather walk into the right decisions than run into the wrong one. And I just don't want this to be a situation where we're running into the wrong decision just because they couldn't last with Ruud van Nistelrooy there too long with this public pressure and everything. I wanted United to go around Europe and look at the best. Why couldn't we talk to Xabi Alonso? Why couldn't we talk to Pep Guardiola? Why can't we talk to Carlo Ancelotti? Why can't we talk to the best in class that would genuinely be appealed by the idea of coming into Manchester United and turning them into the juggernaut that they once were?
Do they want to do that though? Your club is rotten to the core. You don't think that these managers know what's happening? Of course they do.
Of course.
There's no way that there's no communication between your board and some of these top guys.
But this is what I'm saying. It's always closer than you think. Look at Barca right now. If you were to tell me that they look like in October of 2024, if you were to tell me 6 months ago that they're going to be on the best team in the league, smashing the Champions League winners, and looking like this with half of 11 made up of La Masia players, I would have called you crazy. Look at Ten Hag when he came into the first year. I'm telling you, players bouncing, the players can step it up. They can, which is why I fucking hate them. But they can step it up. He took the worst United team ever in terms of points total. And in his first season, he was actually in title conversations for a little bit. So you're telling me that a proven trophy winner like a Carlo, like a Pep, like any of those types couldn't come in right now and by...
Oh, that might be the intro. Oh, that might be the intro. That might be the
continue.
intro.
I was actually cooking.
You were good. Yeah, you were good.
That
was
might be
actually
the intro.
cooking
You're
too.
cooking too.
I was actually...
But you got a little
going.
too close to the sun, if you know what I mean.
Keep going,
Close
keep
to the black hole, rather.
You're telling me that a Carlo Ancelotti, you're telling me that they couldn't come into Manchester United
You got
and
it.
turn
And
them
finish
into
the
a
job.
juggernaut within a year and a half?
And finish the
You're
job.
wrong.
Yeah.
They can't finish the job.
I can't finish the job.
Ah, well.
It definitely does
can't do
seem, with how quick these reports came out, it definitely does seem as you guys are running to the next manager, which I
Yeah.
would agree with you is probably not the best idea.
If they were running into a Southgate, I'd be alarmed. I think Amorim's a good manager, don't get me wrong.
for sure. But they definitely need to assess every single option before eyeing down who is the best right now.
Like this is the thing. So Amorim plays a style very similar to like Inzaghi, where it's like it's a 5 at the back, but it's an entertaining 5 at the back. Think of Conte with Chelsea a couple of years back, where it is.
You guys are gonna go 5 back?
Think about it as more of a 3-back with the Pistons more or the
Wingers.
wingers.
The Pistons.
In French, you say like piston, like the
Le piston!
With the-
Ooh la la! Le piston, le wing! They cut inside! Sorry.
with the wing backs. Sorry, with the wing backs more attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how he plays.
Okay, done. Who
Anthony
the fuck's playing wing back for United? I don't know. They had Reece James and
Reece James.
Bro, Conte did with Victor Moses. Like it's.
oh
not
yeah,
impossible.
Victor Moses. That's what I mean. Victor Moses and was it the left wing? Was it the Italian guy?
Ivanovic?
No, it was Marcus
Marcos
Alonso.
Alonso.
So I'm telling you, he could stick Anthony there.
Are you serious? Okay, good.
If Victor Moses can turn into a world beater, okay, might be getting too far, and he has to recover from his ankle roll
sprained
first.
ankle that he needs
World beater or
That's crazy. We need to talk about that. We actually
to get. Let me segue real quick. Okay, so
Going back to the Porto game last Thursday,
Anthony did he get subbed on to get taken off? Or
that was for
he got brought on, and then he
whatever. He hurts his foot, and he has to get stretchered off, which happens in a game. Doesn't happen very often. That being said, but it does happen. Sometimes people can't walk.
for the really bad ones.
yeah. And then the report comes up the next day. Anthony suffered from a sprained ankle, and it's just like, look, man, I get it. Like you don't want to push anything, but you couldn't have just like hobbled off. You had to bring out the stretcher.
just skip off at this point.
Just skip off.
Like pull one of like the.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. Like maybe he thought it was really bad, but it just adds to the Anthony hate. But
Honestly, the Anthony love. It's the Anthony lore.
At some point, at this point, it's kind of becoming like more.
he's getting the baby face.
Yeah,
turn, is that
there
what
you
you're
go.
saying?
Yeah.
Big up WWE. Anyway.
Stretchered off for his
Stretch
sprained
it off
ankle.
for a sprained ankle.
Sprained ankle is
crazy.
crazy. Like I might sprain my ankle
Like,
every
listen.
Tuesday, and I still walk on it. Fuck.
Like it could have been bad. We don't know how
It
bad
definitely
it was.
looked bad.
I sprained my ankle, and I kept playing basketball.
That's what I mean.
Like-
But there's different levels of sprain.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm sure it's a severe
But-
sprain.
Your other leg works.
Yeah.
So like, might as well just skip
Also,
off.
this is my ankles are very flexible. Like genuinely, like because I sprain my ankle a lot, so it's like I'm more prone to spraining them, but they're not as severe. Does that make sense?
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is gonna be
Like,
the
does that
hitter.
make sense?
I
to
haven't
you?
sprained my ankle in a long time.
That's what I'm saying. But my
Like,
ankles
when you
are-
take a wrong step and you
Yeah.
sprain it, that's been a minute since
that
that
happens
happened.
to me all the time.
Really?
Because I don't know. I'm just so prone to it. But they're more flexible. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah. Well, you're a dancer, so.
This is gonna be the killer for me. If Rodri could walk up to get his Ballon d'Or
Oh God.
on a torn Achilles or whatever it is, then come on.
No, he needed crutches for sure.
That's crazy.
Okay, he took crutches.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Do you have
Never mind.
Do you have any final thoughts on this United thing? Are you excited? Like,
I mean, I could talk for hours about this, but
you can keep talking if you want.
the point that I made to you was earlier today was that this can't just be Ten Hag being sacked.
Yep.
This has to be
Bruno leaving. Sorry.
this has to be a large portion of that squad going, because let's not pretend that they don't have blood on their hands as well. Roy Keane put out, I think it was an Instagram story, whatever.
Who?
It was Roy Keane.
Corrine?
There you- Yo,
I got you.
yo,
Of course.
you're so valid for getting that. You're so valid for getting that, Antoine. Sorry.
Roy Keane put out a message today.
I'm so good. We're locked in today, Antoine.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm
You gonna tell me this message or?
I
I'm
know
just
this
trying to
is
grab it.
this
I-
is
look, I took
great
a-
podcast.
Great radio.
Listen, guys, listen. I took a screenshot of it, and it's in my camera roll.
Okay.
But since iOS,
I just want to segue
I
to
was
I just want to segue to when Ten Hag said that he and Jose Mourinho win a lot of trophies.
Oh my
And
God.
they should not be and we get scrutinized everywhere they go.
Comparing yourself to Jose Mourinho?
Jose Mourinho, who's won Champions Leagues with Porto.
Yes, they've won a lot of trophies, both of them.
Let me see that.
But let's look at the caliber of those trophies, Ten Hag. Brother,
so yeah. So
Yeah.
Roy Keane said, "You do your thing first."
no, go.
Roy Keane said on Instagram today, in good teams, coaches hold players accountable. In great teams, players hold players accountable. And that could not be farther from the truth at Manchester United.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
Wait.
absolutely.
Like-
You guys won the Carabao Cup in 23? 22, 23?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Maguire lifting the cup. You don't remember?
We need to get him off the pod. We
Lad,
beat Newcastle in the final.
lad, who cares about the Carabao Cup?
We beat Barcelona that same week.
Lad, who cares about the Carabao Cup?
We were talking about on this podcast.
I know, but that was like also a year and a half
It was
ago.
also like a week before we got smacked by Liverpool.
9-0? No, not the 9-0. Sorry, the 4, whatever it was.
7-0.
7-0. That was so long ago. Anyway, so
That was our first trophy in like 7 years or 6 years. So that was big.
if we win a Carabao Cup, sorry, I don't. Okay,
You'll be celebrating it, bro.
I
Come on.
I could honestly care less. It means nothing to me.
You'll
It
be
means a little bit, but it means nothing. So, Ten Hag has won an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup,
Mhm.
3-time Dutch champion.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
You got to do that.
The Dutch Cup winner.
By the way, three-time Eredivisie winner with a generational Ajax team who reached the semifinals of a Champions League.
Mhm.
Have to point that out.
The Dutch Super Cup winner, which I assume is like their
Their FA
community
Cup.
shield. No.
Oh.
It looks like
Oh,
like a shield, so I'm assuming it's their community shield.
Okay.
And then German Regionale Bavaria champion
Yeah.
with FC Bayern Munich 2.
Okay.
Um,
Let's look at Mourinho's
you
successes,
want me? I can do
accomplishments.
Mourinho's. Yeah, I can do Mourinho's.
Yeah. There's
Guys, stop. He's already dead.
No. You
because
the man,
why
you did
would-
this
the
to
man just
yourself.
got fired.
because why
How
would
did I
you-
do it?
You said no. He's comparing them when his time at what's his called
At United?
At United,
Which is false.
which is just
Which
not
is false.
true.
Did
Is
Mourinho
that-
win any trophies at United?
Yeah, he won. He won
Europa.
a Europa League.
did.
And then he won something else.
Like an FA Cup?
Europa League's better than anything.
Community Shield.
Ooh, what's better?
Did he win a
Europa
League
League's better
Cup?
than FA Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Did he
You
win a
get-
League Cup
you
as
get-
well?
Qualifications to
okay,
Europa.
so he's won the best coach 4 times.
Mhm.
He's a 2-time Champions League winner, of course.
Yeah, of course.
He is a 3-time English champion.
Yep.
2-time Italian champion. 1-time Spanish champion.
Yeah.
1 UEFA Cup winner, which
Cool.
was the Champions League, I guess, before the
Wait, what?
Um,
Repeat that?
he was the UEFA Cup winner, so not the Champions League versus the
Cup Winners' Cup?
yeah, I guess.
Mhm.
He was a Europa League winner, won the Conference League obviously with Roma.
Yep.
FA Cup winner, won the Coppa del Rey,
Mhm.
won the Italian Cup,
Yeah.
4-time League Cup winner, one Spanish Super Cup, one Italian Super Cup,
Yeah, so comparing yourself to that is just
yeah,
insane.
2 Community
Yeah,
Shield,
we know
2-time
we know
Portuguese
there's no
champion.
comparison. We know there's no comparison.
Well, that's why Ten Hag needed to get sacked. Because what the fuck are you saying? Is like maybe
I wouldn't say that's the
no.
reason,
It is
but-
though. You look at him like you don't think Bruno's hearing that comment and going like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, come on, these guys are players. Like, you forget these people are human. They think the same thoughts as we do.
Yeah.
You don't think the players in the dressing room listen to him say that, and maybe there's a language barrier. Maybe that's what it is. Because sometimes when he talks, like
He was never prolific, like crazy in English.
no, but you
Look at Arne Slot's interviews now. Dude, fluent.
True. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't think that these players, these Manchester United players, hear him say these outlandish shit,
And be like,
and they
what
go,
the fuck is he talking
You know
about?
what? That's fine. I agree. No, they're like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm.
You know what? I think, like, obviously there's no comparison to a career of Mourinho. I think there's only like 1 or 2 managers in history, a couple more than that, that can compare their careers to Mourinho's, obviously. In terms of their time at United, I think since Mourinho has left United, time has been very nice to him because shit low-key got kind of worse after he left. Time could be very nice to Ten Hag. Hear me out, because I think your time as a club's manager, as time goes on, it becomes less about the results you had towards the end, but more about the moments you had together. And there were some pretty good moments under Ten Hag, and I think for the first time when he was here since, God, years before he came, there was a sense of optimism at United. Like those couple of months when Rashford was on it, when we were beating Barcelona in the Europa League, when we were winning trophies, when we were low-key challenging with you and City for the league. I know that was only like a couple of months, man. And listen, all he had is runs of form and everything, but like it actually felt like Ten Hag for a little bit there had us as like the best team that we have been for like the past half decade at least. And I think even if we are like good moving forward, I think time will still be polite to Ten Hag. I think if we if the players stay and we're really shit, I think time will be very nice to Ten Hag. And I genuinely do think at the bottom of my heart that he is a good manager, and that somewhere, if he can find the right situation and he's not done dirty by outside circumstances, he could actually do well. Maybe that's at an Ajax, and he's an Eredivisie manager, and that's all.
That's fine.
Maybe he works his way up and he succeeds at a Barcelona one day. I don't know, but I do genuinely think he is a good manager.
Sure.
But just not at United. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Sure.
That's a shame.
Alrighty.
Big shame.
But yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. No matter who comes in, if we keep missing chances like we did on Sunday, it's not going to matter, innit? But yeah. Also, last thing. We play Chelsea next weekend. If we play good football and beat them under Rude or whoever's there, I'll be so pissed at these players for looking like they can't kick a football 1 week and then manager getting sacked, new manager comes in, and then all of a sudden they remember to play football.
You know what's
again.
going to happen, though.
Yeah.
So.
Which is low-key why I was scared if Rude stayed for a while, because, oh my God, what if we go on a run of like 10 wins in a row now? What if it's like similar to Ollie, where we give him the contract? He's just a PSV manager. Like, we can't actually like get ahead of ourselves here. But looks like that won't be happening. Thank God. It's because we got good decision makers. Anywho, fuck these players. Eventually they need to go. How much money do you think it will take to save Manchester United with a new manager? Like how much money do you think we have to spend?
500
To spend?
500 mil?
Yeah.
Another 500 mil? So about what Ten Hag's gotten? Like that again?
No, I think 250 does
Yeah,
it.
maybe 250. But low key, like
250 plus sales.
yeah,
Plus sales for sure. Yeah, because
Yeah.
some players
Yeah, that'll do
absolutely have got to go.
that'll do it.
I don't know. That's like who does that get? What does 250 mil get you?
That gets you two good defenders.
Oh, we just brought in.
Yeah, well,
Just
you
brought
don't.
in good
I'm just saying, like,
But did you though? You brought in.
we brought in Lenny Yoro.
Yeah, but
and
is he a
De
good
Ligt.
defender, lad? He hasn't played a game of Premier League football.
no,
He's
Lenny
one of the
Orr-
most coveted young center backs in the entire world.
And so it wasn't like Hoyland.
It's
like,
potential, of course.
Wasn't
but,
Xerxes, you bought Xerxes, you bought Hoyland based on potential.
Like, you don't
call
need
him a flop
that.
before
Look,
he
you
doesn't
don't-
play, please.
I'm
Like,
not
come
just
on.
saying, but you can't just call him a good center back. He's never played a.
Also, I feel bad for Lenny Yoro.
Yeah.
I do too.
This actually really does suck for him. But hey, in a 3-back system, he could thrive.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Him, De Ligt, Martinez.
I'm so over Martinez.
Maguire,
That's what I'm saying. You
Evans
guys don't
backup?
need. You guys don't need the 250 mil or however much budget you think you need to save
need
this
just
team
Bruno gone,
because you have.
No, like it's
Who do we replace Bruno with?
anyone?
Because
but be
you have
serious. It's not
competent
anybody.
players.
It's not anybody. So then we play what? Menu, Ugarte.
Yeah, because
that pivot.
also Ruben Amorim coached Ugarte when he was at the peak of his career.
W.
Good fucking point. That's
Yeah.
a good fucking
Good point.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
point.
Thank you.
Wingbacks of Shaw,
Lad,
Delo.
Shaw's not playing.
If assume we're all healthy.
Left back would be one of the positions that you would try to
Healthy, and
target.
then
Yeah, left
Do we
back.
play wingers or double
Played
striker?
Malacia. Is he still under contract for you guys technically?
He is.
No, it's wingers.
It's wingers. So
Yeah.
then it'd be Rashford, Garnacho, Ahmad, whatever,
Hoyland.
Hoyland. It's a good little team.
That's a
you got
good
there.
team, that's what
It's
I'm
a good little team. And it's Bruno-less.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
So that is true.
So it is on the players.
You get a
But,
left.
however,
you get a left back and a
but-
center back.
But that does seem good on paper. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Football is not played on paper. How much of the squad is infected by the toxicness of the last
By
few
Bruno,
years?
I don't know.
Luke Shaw is very appealing on paper, but can we actually trust him?
No. What do you mean no?
No.
You can't trust anyone. That's why I say get rid of Bruno. You can't trust Bruno. You can't trust Rashford. You can't trust Luke
Like
Shaw.
in reality, it's probably like a couple of injuries. So we got like Evans, Maguire, De
Here we go,
Ligt,
injuries, bro.
Mazarawi, Delo. Do injuries not exist?
Yes, they do. But
Like what?
I swear, like there's always.
Let's not
these-
pretend that
like, I feel
injuries
like
don't exist,
Last
bro.
year, all you said. I remember last year, all you said was that, man, Ten Hag with the injury, without injuries, man, it's just gonna be so good. I know you've had injuries this year too, but like everyone has injuries. Like except for Liverpool, actually, they're pretty healthy. City's missing their best player. Arsenal's missing their best player, arguably. Tottenham, I don't know, but United has it.
They
Like
had Son out for a while.
Son's been out. Like you just gotta. I don't know if you're a good
No,
team.
I agree.
like-
No, Ten Hag got to go. I'm not denying that, dude. I'm not denying that. However, a new manager coming in from Portugal, working with some important players out, is not optimal.
Yeah, fair.
That's what I'm saying. But he could cook Amorim, to be fair. And hey, a Portuguese cooking at the front of United, like I love that. Even though it's a Sporting guy, I would love that. I think with that we can finally move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to Arsenal Liverpool.
Okay.
Take us away, Blake.
I guess this is when I start. Well, I made a list.
List.
Oh,
Yeah.
We got a list action here.
So
There's
where,
not a Leafs game
so
on,
where do you want to start? What's that?
Hmm?
What's that?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
I said I'm surprised you don't have the Leaf game
Yeah,
on.
because I'm being committed to the podcast, but it's hurting my soul because I want to see. I hate the Jets. The Jets are so bad. Oh my god.
Aren't they
they-
7-0?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they're not
So bad.
good, lad. They're just running a hot streak. They are like Ion Duran.
Young.
They're running a hot streak, and it will end very soon. Okay.
Like, by the way, that take just ages worse.
Give me 3
Every
months, Emma. 3
single
months.
Has he scored
week.
since that?
He
since
scored
that-
in the Champions League.
Okay.
Did he?
Yeah, did
Oh, now I lost it. Guys.
I don't know if he did, man.
He did.
Did he?
I think he did.
Guys,
Did he?
where is it? Oh, I found it. Okay. So
Yeah, he did.
let's outline the game. 2-2. Arsenal went up first, then Liverpool equalized, then we went up again,
Mhm.
and then they equalized. That's pretty much the basis
No,
of a game in a
okay.
nutshell. Let's dive
Okay,
deeper.
thank you.
The storyline of the game as a whole, obviously, was that Arsenal was missing a lot of their players, and all of a sudden, magically, Saka and Timber appear out of nowhere and are in the starting lineup. And we kind of knew this was going to happen, and I kind of
I
understand.
guarantee you Saka was fit for the last game. I guarantee you.
Like
was-
for
For in the
Champions
in
League
the
game?
midweek?
Or
No.
Bournemouth?
He played Champions League.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
He missed it. And then Arteta said that he'll probably be out.
Yeah, one of the two. He was 100% fit.
I don't think he was 100% fit against Bournemouth.
No, not 100% fit, but he
That's
could
why
have
he
played.
did. Yeah, maybe, but you just assume he would
Yeah.
want to get the rest. Whatever.
Anyways,
They magically show up, and I kind of understand why people are hating on Arteta because the dark arts thing is kind of true and it's kind of hilarious. It's also hilarious, Miles. You can attest to this. How every news outlet and TikTok page is like analyzing background photos of Timber in training and then seeing like Saka walk in on the bus. It's just hilarious.
Well, this is the club that is famous for tracking private jets that are flying to London to get their medicals done
Right.
for when we sign players.
Right.
So, Dark Arts FC. That's what I said when I saw Saka and I totally forgot about Timber starting. I was
Yeah.
like, he's back at it again, this
Yeah.
guy,
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, we start off the game. It's whatever. We score the first goal from an amazing goal from Saka, just proving once again that he's better than Lamine Yamal. That he's proving once again that he is one of the best right wingers in the world and shows up in big games and is a big game player, despite him not playing for a couple of matches. Then an equalizer from Liverpool on a corner. And then there's a bit of a penalty shout, which we'll get to. Arsenal equalized from their own set piece right after that. And then when the 80th minute, after a couple people go off, Liverpool tie it 2-2, and that's how the game ends. So there's a couple storylines here. First thing, there should have been a pen, which I've showed to you both. Konate goes right through Gabriel Martinelli. Some people were saying maybe his knee hit the ball. It's a pen, lads. Like, he just goes right through him.
I do think that was. I do think the challenge was a little,
Right.
little bit rough, penalty worthy. However, Martinelli may or may not have handballed it first.
Shoulder, whatever. And maybe he did. Maybe that negated
it was definitely more of a penalty shove than what United
Yeah,
had.
exactly. But at the end of the day, without the penalty, we were still up 2-1 heading into the 80th minute. And that's twice now against the two best teams in the league besides us. We've given up the lead late. Again, red card in one circumstance, and then in the game yesterday, our back line was ending the game as Kivior, Ben White, Partey, and
Lewis Skelly.
So again, the injuries thing, of course, if we have Gabriel still there, Timber still there, Saliba's not out suspended, the whole game's different. But this leads to my other point. I'm over the excuses. Like, Arsenal fans need to chill on the excuses. If we want to win a title, we have to be so good that no matter what happens, no matter what stipulation we're put up against, no matter what dumb referee decision that we think is an injustice against us, we have to be so damn good that despite that, we still fucking win.
I love that. You know that?
Yeah.
I fucking love
That's
that.
what that's
Because look at last season, Manchester City against Tottenham. Remember that last second whistle blow from the referee where Manchester City were through on goal? I guarantee you, if that was an Arsenal game, every single Arsenal fan would have been
Losing their
so
mind.
mad, so mad. because it could have potentially impacted their season. Well, it impacted Manchester City's season. Didn't get the 3 points, but they still won the league.
Still won the league. So that's what we need to be, because Man City are that good. We need to be that good. That despite whatever happens, we somehow just still win. Despite any injuries, we have to be that good. So that means we might have to strengthen in January, whatever. Here's what we have to do now. The players are surely see this the same way as me, but it's just one game at a time. I've been such a victim, and I know Miles has been too, of looking at the schedule and seeing who City's playing, seeing who Liverpool's playing, hate watching both teams. I'm still going to do both of those things, but now it's just one game at a time. It's who am I playing next? Okay, Newcastle, great. Win that game and don't focus on anything else. We have a game midweek, EFL Cup, whatever. Newcastle next, obviously we take that game as for what it is. Newcastle next, we win that game, then we move on to the next. Whoever's next, that game is in a one singular vacuum. We focus on that game, we win that game. If we win the next 29 games of the Premier League, we'll win the title. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but why not? If we win the next 29 games, it doesn't matter what the fuck City do or what the fuck Liverpool do. We'll win the title. So just win the next 29 games. Don't worry about what they're doing. I'm over. I'm so done with external factors. It's just on us right now. That being said, I am slightly nervous that this starts a downward spiral with Arsenal. So here's the thing. I think this mentality is definitely instilled in the team, but I still think there's like a little bit of like apprehension with like this makeshift back line. So there's an 80% chance that I think we just go on I think the next games go one of two ways. The next like 5 games. We win all 5, or we get like 6 points out of 15. I genuinely think it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
Because there's no middle ground there. No. And I think that's it. Also, there was a disallowed goal. There was like a little foul. A lot of people are talking about it. I think it's just a whitewash. You might not have known about it, but it's Havertz won a header. The guy ducked. The foul was given late, and then
It was-
Arsenal-
I saw that.
actually-
Yeah.
It was called back to be a foul on Kivior for
whatever it was,
punching
but
him.
that one was a whitewash. But anyway, that's my Arsenal rant. Unless Miles can say his spiel, and then we can just simply move on. Liverpool played well enough to draw the game.
It also wasn't an outstanding game. It was very entertaining, I'd say.
I disagree.
You think it was an entertaining game?
I thought it was a fine game. I thought it was a fine game.
I hated how much I watched it with an FPL lens, because I was so mad when Saka started, and then Diaz got an
You're
assist.
just feeding into the Miles argument right now.
Yeah.
I know, dude. And I'm completely on board with you on that, because that's one of the biggest fixtures in the world. And all I could think about was who's gonna
I'm
get
just
bonus
saying
points?
for the big fixture that it is, I don't think it delivered as it should have.
It was
Probably also because there was a crazy El Clasico the day before.
It was also 2-2. That's like a pretty
Yeah,
decent.
I mean,
That's pretty
I
decent.
thought it was a
scoreline.
great.
I actually
I didn't think it was-
I hate to disagree with you here.
No, of course.
But I slightly disagree with you.
I'm just saying for the
Fair enough.
big name game that it was, it could have been a little better,
That's fair.
especially third against first.
Yeah. Martinelli's terrible, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's like we've been saying this.
I still
it's
love
like
him.
It's like you were brainwashed by this Arsenal fandom, and now
No,
you're actually realizing it.
He does he'd be a great backup.
Yeah.
But his finished product is just not there anymore. It's just not, or it's not as good as it should be.
So bring in a winger in Jan.
Like if Martinelli had the finishing ability of Trossard, he'd be like one of the best wingers in the world.
I see.
Like, because he's so good at just running.
Yeah, I see. I see
But
the vision.
yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was good to. He would be good if you brought him on in like the 70th minute, and you just need him to, because that's what he did during the game. He just
run
which
down the line.
I love. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Who'd be a good winger to bring in
For
Arsenal in Jan?
for Arsenal, I mean Bakura would fit right in, I think,
Ah,
Jesus.
but he just won't leave.
I know.
Nico Williams, perhaps.
Oh my God! Don't get the bird flying.
That'd be
bro.
100 mil. That's not a
Yeah,
January
that's
transfer.
that's not
Wow.
attainable.
You know who was a bad January transfer? Is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
That's
So
true.
maybe.
That's true.
I would say about the
That's
game.
rare.
I think the game, from my point of view, was probably one of, if not the best, first half. The first half that we played was some of the best football I've seen from us all year,
Yeah, it was good.
which is not saying much, but it's a good thing because this year we've been lacking on
Off of
quality. Yeah, but it was really good, and I think it goes to show how much of a game changer Bukayo Saka is. Like there was just some, like when he's in the team, it's just there's so much more. It's obviously mostly because of him, but there's just so much more going in the team. I mean, I felt like everyone was just. I felt everyone was just playing a lot better. Like Thomas Partey played really well.
Thomas Partey played so good.
Timber, I'm like really good as well. But just like Bukayo Saka just is such a massive difference between Arsenal having him and Arsenal without him. It's
Yeah.
a bad way of phrasing it. But I look ahead. I know you said we have to focus on just ourselves, and I am. But we hopefully we'll get Odegaard back soon. I don't. It's kind of weird. There's no real timeline, but it should be a couple weeks.
That should be soon.
If we just go back to the basics of Martin Odegaard starting and Bukayo Saka starting, I feel like we can really do what you said we're doing, where we just dart, like we just don't look, just go straight at it, play who's in front of you, and we won't have any
Of course.
issues.
And
And obviously no excuses going forward, even without Odegaard and all these
Yeah.
injuries and these fucking red cards. That, oh my God, we need to get under control.
Well, no,
But,
that's
all I gotta say.
That's exactly the point, though. Like, that's why I was harping on Julian. Like, I'm kind of over the injury thing for Arsenal. I'm over the fact that Saliba was out. That was his own fault. That was Trossard's fault. We did that to ourselves. So shut the fuck up and win the game, no matter what.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
They didn't.
So if we were good enough, we would have won the game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
If that back line without those two players, despite that back line had none of the preferred 4 back line that we would have against if we played Man City tomorrow, we need to be good enough to win it no matter what.
I
Even
totally agree
with
that.
the substitutes. So that's the end of that.
I'm gonna say some names. Just give me yay or nay. Eze.
Hey, oh my God, nay. Jesus Christ.
I think
So-
you're being harsh on Eze.
No,
you're being really harsh on Eze.
I think
he's
he's
done nothing all year.
bro. He's in
Well,
he's in Crystal
He's
Palace
also
team.
exactly. He's also in a Crystal Palace team that's been heavily underperforming.
But I feel like he has a little bit of marks now.
The only reason I think you would be valid to say no is because you already have Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, but he played on the wing, I feel like.
He could play on the wing, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's
Anyway.
not a winger.
Yeah.
Semenyo.
No.
Mitoma.
No.
Kudus.
No.
Miles disagrees.
If Kudus punched a Tottenham player in the face while playing for West Ham, what do you think he's going to do for Arsenal?
Oh well. Okay.
Is that it? Is that the list over? Or no,
Harvey Barnes.
No.
I'm just
Tyler
look-
Dibbling.
No. Like, yes, but no.
Dude.
I'm literally just looking through FPL real quick. Sancho.
No.
That's a no.
Pedro Neto.
Minte.
Yankuba.
But this is good. Like, we haven't had,
Dwight McNeil.
like, Nico Williams, literally. Nico
Grealish.
That's just unrealistic.
Ooh! Like, no? But there's a project there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's like Sterling, but better. Oh, Sterling, guys. Fuck, is he bad.
Yeah.
He
This was you last week. I'm gonna chill on my judgment so far because look what happened to Kai Havertz. Fuck, he's so bad,
didn't even play against Liverpool. That's the best part.
bro.
He didn't even play against Liverpool.
João Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, he's like not super wingery.
These are all Prem players. They're definitely ones that you could get from
For sure.
across Europe. That'd be better. Like Vicha. Thoughts?
I was thinking about Vicha. I don't know if he'd ever leave though. Like he probably will leave. I don't know if he'd go England though.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem like an England type player to me.
Yeah,
Mudryk.
No. What? No.
but these are players that you won't be able to get. They just signed a new contract, a 10-year contract with Chelsea. Basically
know.
sold their soul for
And
the club.
Chelsea's not like selling to you.
We're the best
obviously.
the best left wingers in football. Just some random list. I want to see.
How about Cunha?
No.
Yeah,
He's good though.
I didn't think so. Iliman and Yai? What about John Duran? Genuinely, in the summer, you
Oh
need
my
to bring
god,
in a
you
striker.
actually take him, dude.
Genuinely,
Like,
in the summer, you need a striker to take Arsenal like above City. Are you bringing John Duran?
Not to take him above City. What?
Like you need a centerpiece striker. You need someone to take you to the next level.
I don't.
Would you take either John Duran or Ollie Watkins? I mean, obviously you take Watkins.
Yeah.
But like if it's John Duran, like
Yeah, but that's like, does John Durant go over Havertz? Like, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
like at striker?
Yeah, but as
a
in the
striker,
system
innit?
though that we play
In the system, maybe not, but as a striker, of course.
do you take John Duran or Evan Ferguson?
John Durant
Okay.
and Ferguson's
So we haven't so
no,
he's not that underrated from you. Okay.
left wingers aren't good. Like it's
You know what, Blake? I'm looking through your list on your computer, and I do see like a couple of like, what's the term? Outskirt players who play for Man City on the outskirts, and
What are you
it
talking
comes to my head. I'm like, Jack Grealish. He's kind of does he start? Not really. you have like Savinho and Foden.
He
that
starts
play.
every game.
Grealish?
Savinho starts
No,
every game.
I'm saying like Savinho is the main guy now.
Oh,
It's just interesting. I don't know.
We
What
see-
about like
Because I
a
think of it like Havertz, of how we got Havertz,
Yeah.
who's like, one of the better
I
players.
know.
So good-
What about what, Drew?
like a Luis Openda?
Ooh.
Risky.
he's a striker though.
He's a striker. Can play wing. What about Sane?
Yeah.
Dude, no.
Just injury
absolutely.
prone.
Oh
Good,
my
very
God,
talented, but
dude.
injury prone.
Leroy
Absolutely.
Sané sucks.
Now he
I
does.
don't
He
think
wasn't
so.
for City. He's played in the Prem before.
Yeah, well, the thing he's completely past it.
Yeah.
What if you brought Serge Gnabry back?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coleman, same.
Absolutely.
Dude, no, you wouldn't. He's so injury prone. That's the last thing you need.
Yeah, but
That is actually the last thing you need.
But we just need high talent. You can look at me and say, if Gabriel Martinelli randomly turned into a really good player, he wouldn't randomly turn into a really good player. Like he is a good player still, so we could just go on a run of form, but he just hasn't been doing that.
Kingsley Coman is kind of like he's so injury prone.
Side note: Omar Marmouche. We've been hyping him up.
Mm-hmm.
Could play left wing, but beyond the point. Canadian citizen.
No way.
No goddamn way. No damn way.
He's
Get-
Canadian.
That's crazy.
Bro, I'll actually
He's
send him- I'll
Egyptian
send
and
him-
Canadian.
I'll send
Wow.
a message right now. Lad, get your ass in a Canada shirt. He might be
Fucking-
ineligible now. He's 25
fucking
already.
God.
We're
Yeah.
good with strikers, no?
We're good with attacking options.
I-
I
guys-
mean, but like we could we
No,
could
though.
do with it.
We have our whole thing is we haven't been able to score. Like Kyle Aaron's been inconsistent, and we play with two strikers anyway.
I'm not big on Kyle Aaron at all.
He's not that good.
He has that Lukaku touch.
Good.
I'm not
service.
that high on Jonathan David as a Canada striker.
Well, as
Like,
a Canada
as
striker,
Canada,
no,
as
yeah, he
Canada.
hasn't performed that well. Realistically, I think we have to go all in for Nico Williams because Nico Williams is going to move eventually, and I think we have to be the player. We have to be the guys to get him.
Yeah, you definitely have to position yourselves on him for sure.
Like you know what I mean?
What about Gittins?
Bino, eh?
Jamie Bino Gittins.
Bino.
I think
it's again, he's too unproven.
that's what I was gonna say. I
That's-
think it's
yeah,
too
that's the
soon to make a
problem.
judgment on him.
but like I'm not against it either.
yeah, no, for sure. If he flourishes into something
But
great,
yeah.
then yeah.
But no, I think Nico Williams, like I think that's the guy we go for eventually.
That's
Anyway.
not crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I could go through every single league, but like,
But
we're
no,
not
we did
doing
that.
this for
I think that's
Arsenal.
enough Arsenal talk. Like, do you guys get my
Yeah, no,
point
it
about
is,
the whole
for
like
sure.
we need to be good enough?
Yeah, you do.
Anyway,
What if you brought in Chananoglu? I'm going
Again,
on
more of a
to-
camp.
more of a
Go on.
midfielder in it.
But he could play. He's played that. He's dabbled.
He's dabbled.
Leao.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Just making sure. I just need to. show
Also,
them
Ademola
love
Lookman?
there.
Yes,
Really?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wow.
Again, not. I would like a little more from that spot, but I think just a hat trick in a final of a huge competition.
He's also a Fulham reject. Or Fulham flop.
Yeah, fair. How's he doing this season? Let me check.
He scored 2 goals
That's
last
hot.
game, I think.
Is he playing up top though, or is he playing on the wing?
He's a winger. I'd say he's a winger. Yeah. He's a winger.
We need to talk about other games in the Prem soon.
He's been playing. I know. Well,
There's other games?
They're not really, but like,
not really.
Crystal Palace beat Tottenham.
First win in the Premier League this season.
Lads, in 6 matches, 4 goals, 4 assists.
Wow.
That's crazy. Work.
Lads. He's primarily playing attacking mid right now on football.
Yeah.
That's
But-
Lookman.
Yeah, but he can play on the left. Like I know he can. He can play up top.
Fair play.
Actually, Lookman's a good shout. I mean, he was all. We'll see what happens.
What if you just go for like a couple of like City Academy prospects, like Chelsea did with Cole Palmer?
But I also think I think we're at the stage where we need another big splash. Like I think the striker thing.
I agree.
I think again like a Gyökeres can also play left wing. I think he's done that before.
Really?
I think so. So
Also, speaking of Gyökeres, I'm excited to see if Ruben Amorim goes to Manchester United,
No.
how he's going to do, and if he's going to fall off without
Oh.
Ruben Amorim. Does that make sense?
and if he doesn't,
And if he doesn't, sweep him up real quick.
I don't want.
guys,
Nah, not another striker.
guys, Gyökeres has 12 goals in 9 games this season.
Yeah. That could be a testament of how attacking Amorim plays his team.
Yeah. Damn. Boy, you could cook.
Striker or left
The
wing?
more I'm hearing about this Amarine setup, I'm like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
this could be good.
And on top of that,
Lad, relax.
he's like brought up a lot of youngsters. I'm thinking Nuno Mendes,
Ugarte.
Inacio.
Actually, that is what you need.
Ugarte.
You do need an influx of a new era that'll get you
Like,
But then
he'll-
again, but these same qualities we were saying about Ten Hag as well. So I'm just a little, I don't know. But the system excites me though.
Mhm.
Fair.
Ten Hag system, I never really bought into, but Emery, I see it. Will the players respect him? That is the question.
Okay, do
That
you want to
is
go
the
into next
question.
Prem stuff?
Is there next prem stuff, or can we get into
I
I
say
wanna
we
talk
go
about
Ballon d'Or.
the BO?
I want to give love to Chelsea because I watched that game. I
Mhm.
usually don't. And Cole Palmer, oh my god, guys, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Not just from an FPL perspective because he bagged me 10 points. I'll take it. But also just like the way he's involved in everything in that game, just the way he's like just orchestrating everything. His touch off the ball, genuinely. Obviously, I know like crazy patch of form. At first, I thought like Bruno did the same thing when he came to United. Like maybe he'll cool off. But no, like serious fucking play. Like genuinely, I think I look at Cole Palmer. I see one of the best players in the world. I'm serious.
Almost like he's better than Lamine Yamal.
Can you stop, dude? It's like you're doing this to me on purpose.
I think he's better than Saka.
No.
He's never gonna, dude. You really said that thinking he would say he's better than Yamal.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's not better than Saka. He's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Not genuine, bro.
But
They're different. They're different.
they are different
kind
players.
of roles.
Yeah.
But kind of what they bring in terms of passing and orchestrating, they do very similarly. And Palmer is just crazy.
Palmer also
Palmer just
hasn't.
has a
Palmer also
wand
hasn't done it
of
against
a
the big
left foot.
teams, really.
He just-
bro, the way he set up Pedro Neto leading to the Nicholas Jackson goal, holy shit! And then he scored a goal of himself that was ruled offside. So then he had another long shot that just happened to go in, and I'm just like, holy fuck!
What about Saka's goal?
Of course,
it was great, man.
I'm all here to
was
give
great.
I'm all here to give love to Bukayo Saka.
We can't give flowers to one man without you mentioning Saka if he's even remotely close to his position.
Mhm.
Come on, man. Let's talk about something other than Saka.
No.
No? No?
Cole Palmer reminds me of that. Like, I don't know about you guys, but this is what I always do is when you're playing like career mode, or you watch someone play career mode, but like a only one player career mode, and they create that Cam who's just like so much better than
Ridiculous.
everyone else in the team. Is just like he constantly gets you are constantly spamming A because you're getting all the passes and you're through balling to the player and striking and they don't score, but so then you're like, fuck it, I have to do it myself. Like that's kind of like what Cole Palmer I see is
The
doing.
more I watch him, the more I go, Pep, what the fuck
Yeah.
were you doing?
Last
Winnipeg. I'm just keeping up with the score. I'm not
last
watching.
season, I'm not
It's
gonna
all
lie,
family.
I thought it could have been like a lucky purple patch.
Yeah,
I didn't see the vision
Children.
in a long.
like
Stop.
the team itself
Stop,
is really
bro.
fun as well. Shut the
I
fuck
didn't
up,
see a
like-
long term. I didn't see him sustaining this type of form.
So why is it crazy when? Sorry, why is it crazy when I think John Duran's
Because
gonna
it's
do
the way he does it, bro. Just actually watch him.
But I will say
Way.
he's proven me wrong and very pleasantly because he's probably top 3 Premier League players right now, easily.
Easily.
Okay.
Blake,
Saka's
do the
fourth.
list.
Saka's 4.
Okay, and then Holland and KDB. Is
Not
KDB hurt?
KDB, bro.
No.
Not KDB. Not anymore.
Well,
Saka,
Rodri
or,
has
sorry,
to be in there.
Holland,
No,
and then
based on
Salah.
form.
Are we not?
based on form.
Based on pure form currently.
Saka's
Bro, he
better
might
than
be-
Salah right now. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. No, he's not,
No,
dude.
I don't think
Every
so.
single time Salah touched the ball, or 2 days ago, something happened.
Oh,
That's
you did not watch the game. Salah had a generational stinker and just scored a tap in.
I mean, I watched the first half. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no. Salah had
But Salah's had an amazing start to the year, and he's
Yeah.
Right,
I don't
right.
take away
But
from
Salah
scoring all
did
the
not have a
time.
good
Okay,
game against
doesn't matter.
Arsenal.
Form
Timber
currently.
locked him the fuck up, and he
But
locked
still.
up your boy too.
But still,
did
but
not mention
still.
Barcola whatsoever. Also, why is he on the other side now?
Because he plays both sides.
Oh, okay, cool. Didn't know that.
Versatility, yeah.
Still
And he
doesn't
plays center
change.
back.
Still doesn't change from the fact that Salah's is in better form right now.
But Palmer hasn't done it against the big teams, from my understanding. I'm pretty sure he has like a pretty negative record against big teams.
I mean, Newcastle
I
was a
don't think
Champions
that-
League team last season.
I just
Newcastle's
don't
having an
think
off
that's
year.
True at all.
No, they're not.
I mean, think of his hat trick against United last year. Think about his goals against Man City.
Did he score against Man City?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. City's boy, Chelsea's
He's
man.
That was a pen.
I think he scored again.
He scored
after that,
twice.
too.
Right.
Twice.
That one was a pen though.
Yes, that one was a pen. Big ore on that pen. Anyways,
Big what on that pen?
a lot of ore on that pen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
was a
not
good
glazing
pen.
penalties now. But no, he's done it against big teams, bro.
'Kay. Yeah.
Anywho,
Saka's just better.
No,
Like-
he's a better player. Yes,
like they're like
but
right now,
off pure form. No.
right now they are neck and neck.
What do you want pure forms? Okay, sure.
All right, just
Right now they are neck and neck.
Sure.
But if this is Palmer, the last year has looked like this, like.
how much better do you? I just spit everywhere. How much better do you want Saka to be? This is why I get so angry. What do you want it to do?
Saka's been amazing, but Palmer has also been amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I'm not saying Palmer has been miles
Okay,
better,
okay.
especially last year. Like they were
Wow,
on par.
okay.
But so far this season, I think
Scully.
Palmer's been slightly better.
Okay,
Considering all things.
Fair. I mean, we can go goal contributions. I bet you.
Oh my
Palmer
God.
probably has more. to be
Yeah,
honest.
he does.
Let's move on. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move off the Premier League now. There isn't much more to talk about beyond that. What are you showing me here, Miles?
That's for him.
I think he's
Oh.
showing me the Newcastle.
Is that like their recent form?
I just said they're having an off year, and he goes, "No, they're not."
I mean, they're still playing good football. So
Yes.
Okay, they lost, brother.
Palmer has
Just
7
okay,
goals.
good for them. They're just. I just wanted to. Palmer has 7
outrageous,
goals.
dude.
How many
It's
assists does he have?
Seven goals, 5 assists.
Jesus Christ.
What?
In 9 games?
Yeah. Okay, so that's 12. I think Saka has 10.
No, Saka is insane as well. Like, I mean, like,
And wait, did he?
Win one last match.
And one last match, yes, sir.
Suck my dick. Ballon d'Or.
And has Palmer played against City yet?
Has Palmer played against
It's Liverpool yet? No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he has. He flopped.
Did they play against Liverpool?
Yeah, 2-1.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch football.
That was last
They
week.
played last week. Oh, Sunil.
It's generational.
oh, that's so funny. Okay. Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki. Ballon d'Or now, I guess. I was gonna say. I feel like.
Like, you mean Saka deserves a Ballon d'Or, or we should get into the Ballon d'Or
I
time?
mean,
No, we're
Yes,
getting into the Ballon
answer
d'Or
is
time.
yes to both.
Yeah,
go.
Mal and Lewandowski leading the way right now.
Oh, dude.
for
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to be.
yeah.
What just happened in the game?
No, I'm not watching the game.
Oh, okay. I just
I'm
see
not
you. I saw you pull one of the.
I'm not watching. You told me not to watch the game, so I'm not watching the fucking game.
And I love
How
you
much
for
is it
that.
hurting you right now?
God, a lot,
A lot?
guys. Like I
It's
really
okay.
want to see them win.
It's all right.
Speaking of Ballon d'Or, we had our own Ballon d'Or today.
Yes.
Did we?
Wanna
Yes,
get
we
on?
did.
Kind of already over it, guys.
Okay.
Like,
They want to talk. You guys want to talk?
No,
about
but,
it,
like,
so talk
let's
about
Are
just
it.
you over it? This is genuinely one of the best Ballon d'Or ceremonies that we've had within the last decade.
what about
What
it
are you
though? Explain to
talking
me.
about?
Because this year we did not know who won the Ballon d'Or.
We
or
were locked
we were-
in on Timmy Weah. George Weah announcing it.
But
When was the last
that's-
time
but
we
that's
were
what
there?
we were so
That's
locked
what
in.
we
dude.
did.
We didn't know
know.
who was gonna win.
But we
No,
did.
we didn't
No,
though.
we didn't.
No, we didn't though.
But like, if Vinny won it, he would have been there.
Summarize it. Summarize it, Antoine.
Oh,
Give
dude,
us
I
the
don't know.
whole
I don't
thing.
know if I can.
Listen.
So the general consensus before this morning was that Vinicius Jr. should have won the Ballon d'Or. I still believe that. I don't know if
I
you
also
guys
believe
you
that.
guys believe that. I still believe that. However,
I
I
think
think
it's close. I
Anyway,
think they
we'll get
both
into
deserve
this deserved or not thing later. This morning, Fabrizio Romano comes out with, I don't think he was the first, but Real Madrid were convinced that Vinicius Jr. was not going to win the award. Therefore, every single Real Madrid player or executive or anybody that was supposed to be that represented Real Madrid did not travel to Paris.
lame.
It is lame. It absolutely is lame. It kills the suspense for sure.
Yeah.
But the one thing that kept us on our toes is
Dog,
that
This
there was a
fucking
list that got leaked before they started announcing the top 30 of the Ballon d'Or, listing every single player and their positions where they finished, right? Every single time a new player was announced, it was correct on that list. The only time that it was incorrect, that list had Vinicius Jr. first.
Mhm.
The only time it was incorrect was when they revealed it. Therefore, that's what kept us, actually guessing and speculating whether or not Vinny should
bro.
have won the Ballon d'Or. or not.
From
Could have
player
won the Ballon d'Or.
30 all the way to player number 2, it was
was
exactly
exactly
player for player.
correct.
right?
You
So-
can't guess that.
So this is what I'm fucking saying, right? This came out months ago. A while back. So tell me how from 29 to 2 it's all correct, and until this morning Vinicius Jr. is like the far and away favorite to win it, and then all of a sudden something happens. I'm telling you, There's some shenanigans going on,
Well, guys,
and I don't know what the fuck is happening, but like not like something's happening. And Real Madrid knows something.
Well, that's exactly my point. You said there's shenanigans. No shit, there's shenanigans. How the fuck do they know he's not gonna win?
You
There's
know,
insiders. There's people colluding. It's FIFA, lads. Of course, or it's not. Yeah,
French
Yeah.
football.
well, it is FIFA. Yeah,
Is FIFA still behind it? Isn't it?
It's French
the French
football,
football
yeah,
Ballon
but-
d'Or.
it's
whatever.
anyways.
We know the collusion, the toxicity, the just terribly, awfully run company that has, forefronted this operation.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. How does Real Madrid know that he's not gonna win it?
Yeah.
Like, that should just not be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't happen in any other sport. And it happened last year when Fab spoiled it. And then it happened this year when he didn't spoil it, but a list came out. And then the Real Madrid's not going and they win Club of the Year and they're not there. And it's just a fucking shit show every damn year. That's why, you guys are excited. I get it. But it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
It's dumb. It is dumb. The way it's run is dumb. But it's still the
Absolutely.
Ballon d'Or, so obviously we're gonna pay close
Right,
attention to
right.
it.
And
bro.
I hate the spectacle of it is just dumb now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm cynical.
No, I completely agree. I hated that Fab has been spoiling it
Right,
the last few
right.
years. Not that I like hate him for it. If it wasn't Fab, it'd be someone else spoiling
Yeah.
it, right? But like as soon as we were in class and we found out that we weren't really gonna know who it's gonna be until it's announced, we said, boys, off social media, we're doing
Yeah.
this the good way. And it was great. It was great.
It was better than last
We
year,
were
for
locked
sure.
in on some Chick-fil-A while watching George Weah announce it today. And it was actually fun.
It was not bad.
It was actually fun. Sorry, Miles. You had this. but yeah, there has to be some. I think usually the player does know in advance if they're going to win or not. Because say with
Yeah.
Emma Hayes today winning Best Female Manager, like she accepted the award from home. She
does-
wasn't actually there.
Who does
And
Emma
there's-
Hayes manage?
England.
No, USA, Chelsea.
I think it's
Chelsea.
both. No, it's Chelsea
Guys,
and England.
I don't
Yeah, I think
know.
it's Chelsea and USA actually.
Okay.
One of the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chelsea.
She
and USA.
accepted the award from home, so she obviously knew beforehand. I think all these guys knew beforehand.
They 100% do because 2 years or a
100%
year
do.
ago, there was after Messi had won it, there was a video of him with his 8 Ballon d'Ors at his house.
Of course.
Yeah.
So like these players know in advance if they're going to win it or not, right?
Okay.
Holland missed out on the Ballon d'Or ceremony last year.
Right.
That kind of spoiled it, right? So I think while I hate that Real Madrid boycotted the Ballon d'Or ceremony, I think in their eyes there was more than valid reason to, because genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I think until this morning, Vinicius was supposed to win it. And that irks me. Like, this is going to be like a genuine conspiracy that we talk about for years and years and years. And genuinely, it led to like one of the best ceremonies ever because we actually didn't know what was going on. But
That's the whole
French
point we're trying
football,
to make.
FIFA, whoever's at the top of this, there's some shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
Not to mention that their coach won Coach of the Year.
They-
and
yeah, he did.
was not there.
And they won
He's
Club of the
not
Year.
there. And they won Club of the Year. Nobody was there. Yeah. So there was genuine, like,
Yeah, fair.
because there was this list that was completely going, and you just can't guess this,
You
right?
can't
Like, this
guess
was
it.
a genuine
That's fair.
leak. And in the video, we'll have it up on screen right now. And you were tracking a flight going from Madrid to Paris.
Yeah, I
an
saw a
hour
tweet.
before
I
the
saw a
ceremony
tweet saying
started.
that there was a flight via a private airline, so a private jet was flying from Madrid to Paris at like 7:35. So that just fed into the conspiracy even more. Made
Exactly.
it even more entertaining for us.
Yeah. So, like, it was exciting.
It was a good one.
But there was something going on. And like you were absolutely correct today, Miles, when you were saying like, fuck Vinicius, fuck Real Madrid. Like, how are you gonna be such babies just knowing that you're not gonna win it so you don't show up? And I understand that point. But I do genuinely think there was some shenanigans going on today.
Maybe some racial injustice.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I don't think it's that either. But,
No.
Maybe some
but
politics.
people are gonna
going on.
they're gonna wave that.
There's like
flag.
conspiracies saying that because Vinicius got thrashed by Barcelona over the weekend and didn't play the best, that's the reason why they didn't get the Ballon
It
d'Or.
was
But
for that
Right.
attempted rainbow flick that he tried to pull on the
On
That-
Koundé?
That,
You don't
that
try-
one move, let alone
you don't
lost him the
count
Ballon d'Or,
you
bro.
don't try that on Koundé.
Fuck Winnipeg.
Oh my God.
Gavi gave him the forefinger.
What?
And took away his Ballon d'Or.
You know what he said to Gavi?
Huh.
He said to his face, he's like, you might be winning right now, but on Monday I'm picking up that Ballon d'Or. He actually said that to him.
How do you know?
There's like the professional lip readers that read his lips.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't show up either. Fuck.
I'll read your lips.
Huh?
Sorry.
What?
Just kidding, Selena.
So,
Is that making the TikTok?
Hell no. Private matters. But no, like that, it was odd today, but in the best way possible.
Shout out Rodri, man.
do we think it's deserved?
This is the conversation.
It's not deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Rodri has now as many ACLs as he has Ballon d'Ors.
That's crazy. That's just ridiculous.
I don't think
That's just,
good.
That's just ridiculous.
Go ahead.
the Madrid fans will say that this is like some crazy injustice and that Vinny is robbed. I wouldn't go that far.
The only person who's been robbed of Ballon d'Or was Thierry Henry when Nedved won it,
Mhm.
and Robert Lewandowski
Franck Ribéry.
when they just didn't do one,
Mm-hmm. And Holland last year.
and Holland last
And
year.
Ribéry, 2013. He was definitely robbed.
Who won it that year?
Ronaldo?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he
Get
actually
the
was.
fuck out of here.
I think I know what you're talking about, so I'll add it.
Thank you.
Because I
Thank
took
you,
one
Blake.
away from Messi, so I'll take one away from
There you go.
Ronaldo.
Did Ronaldo score like 70 goals?
We're not getting
Probably.
into this. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
He's rattled me, lads. I'm kidding. What else do we have to talk about? Is
No,
it
the
3-0?
What? No.
Who scored the second?
Yeah, see, look, everyone's locked in now, aren't
no,
they?
because you're making this about Leafs.
Who scored?
Guys,
who
It's not
scored
about the
second
Leafs right
goal?
now.
Willie.
I told you to bring up Willie.
Oh, for sure. Nylander, man.
Yo. Anyway.
This Rodri win, it doesn't bother me for what it implies. He was the key player in two teams that never lose. So it's good for football, but it's
Valid.
harsh on Vinny because France football have been pushing out the importance of individual
Greatness.
excellence
Yeah,
and individual
yeah.
greatness throughout the entire season. Vinny's been the best player by far
Yeah.
this season, the most clutch player, the most
Facts.
impactful player.
Absolutely.
Against Leipzig in the Champions League, against City in the Champions League.
Against Dortmund. Against
Bayern, both legs. Even Dortmund, he
Dortmund
scored the
this past
goal.
week, yeah.
Like, to
And
To-
Dortmund in the final, too.
to measure the individual brilliance of a CDM compared to a
I was just
winger
about to say
is
that.
very
It's so
hard.
hard.
I think we're only starting to appreciate Rodri's individual excellence now that he's injured, because I think City look like a different team, even though they've been winning, albeit against some pretty bad competition. We're only gonna see now how they are without Rodri. But that is the thing. Like, you're talking about, his goal against X, his skill against Y. Like, you don't see that with Rodri. Rodri's equivalent to that is like
Why's a good player, though.
his positioning that game against Arsenal. Like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah, fair enough.
But
No, Vinny tore it up this season with a Real Madrid missing a number 9, and without Courtois, he went to win a double, a Champions League, and their 36th league title.
Did you say he tore it up?
No, I said Y is a good player.
No, I said he tore it up.
Because you said, look at his skill against Y. Like, Y is...
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I missed it today. Antoine, go ahead. You were cooking.
That's good.
No, yeah. For me, Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or this season, it's not crazy, but it's a little bit. It puts into perspective because 2 years ago he scores in the Champions League final to bring his team to a first ever European success. He scores a great goal against Bayern in the quarter or semifinal in the Champions League when they won.
Semi.
Anyway, he scores a great goal. I don't know.
It was semi.
It was semi?
Because we were in the quarters against Bayern.
No, when they won it. No,
was
2 years
in the
ago. 2 years ago.
final.
Anyways, he scores a great goal against Bayern
Yeah.
to like completely flip
Oh.
City's season because they were down. Completely flip City's season that year. And he leads his team, or he doesn't lead his team, but his team wins a treble.
Oh, you're talking about Rodri.
However-
I thought you were talking-
And he scored the winning goal in the final.
And he scored the winning goal in the final. However, he's not mentioned in the Ballon d'Or talks last season.
Yeah.
So now, arguably doing less than that or on the equal level, he wins the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
So
weird.
just
It's weird.
Well, it's also why Carvajal got 4th place,
Yeah.
right? Like, you have to give
It's the Jorginho treatment.
some
It's the
credence
Jorginho
to.
treatment.
Well, also won the Champions League, also scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. Like,
It's the Jorginho treatment.
a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
Let's
I was
talk.
on.
One little thing: the production of the ceremony.
oh my god,
Maybe I only noticed it this year because I was actually watching the ceremony, but bit of a shit show.
Lads.
Bit of a shit show.
huge
bad.
shit show. It's like they're dragging it.
Yeah.
Why is Lautaro Martinez getting a whole highlight package when they're announcing the Yashin Trophy?
It's weird.
What are we doing?
Because it's almost like they have to hit like a a status quota for length and also like amount of dumb videos they have. To
I
play.
think no, definitely for length because when Lamine Yamal's translator wasn't working,
That's
the lady
crazy.
was trying to drag on the questions and there was like at
Why are
least
you
15
asking him
seconds of
questions?
silence.
Crazy,
Why are you
bro.
asking him questions?
15 seconds
And
of
then
silence.
Rude Hullet had to put his arm around the kid and embarrass him. Like, what are we doing here? There was that. There was that misfire. Like the people on the left side of the stage couldn't hear the people on the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
So then there's that mishap when they were talking about Beckenbauer. He said, "Talk to me how Beckenbauer was as a husband." And then the man starts talking.
The sun.
then-
The sun
Yeah.
starts talking.
Yeah, and then it's like, it's just such a like they do the dragon every single year.
They do the dragon every
They do
single
the
year.
dragon, especially now that there's a lot more like women's awards and everything, which completely I'm here for.
Absolutely.
Why'd you do a double take of the camera, bro?
God,
What do you say, Dragon?
I'm here for it.
but yeah,
I don't know if Miles
but
is
with
here
the production today, I don't know who was on that.
Definitely not Ryan Sykes.
Peter Hutton, guys. Remember him?
Oh God,
do.
I do.
Why do I know that name?
All respect to this lovely man, but he was the TV guy that we had in
Mm.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah. Oh right, okay.
yeah that class.
All right. We done?
Is that it? FPL roundup. Of course.
Me? Oh, I actually haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, go on then.
I haven't done it in a while.
Go on.
Okay, FPL roundup. So, guys, as we all speculated, Blake is on the up and coming, and he's sort of almost back. Right?
Guys, we suck. Can we just say that first? We suck.
I don't know. I'm feeling fairly okay with my.
What's your overall rank now? Or sorry, what's your?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So in last place, Miles, for the FPL.
Attaboy!
I don't know. It's becoming a
Returns
little
to
bit.
Is it
Me.
surprising or is it not surprising?
Yeah. So last
Anyways.
place, he had a 46, which is 10 under average, or no, 8 below average. Sorry. Top performers were Holland and Vardy and Mbermo actually 15. Without Mbermo, yikes, it's a rough week for
Yeah.
him. But good pickup from Milesy there.
I think
Uh,
everyone has him now. No.
Yeah.
I do not.
Wow, and you still had that week.
I told you.
What are you doing, lad?
I'm cooking.
He's
And
cooking,
I-
he's
and I
cooking
must
something.
own.
You know
And
what it is?
And I had Smith Rowe bench.
You know
It's
what it is?
Nicholas
It's
Jackson.
Nicholas fucking
Yeah.
Jackson.
Third place, or I guess tied for second because we usually have the same amount of points, is Antoine.
Thank you.
Obviously in Burmo, Holland.
Look,
That's-
honestly, I'm not too proud of my season so far. I missed the deadline last week because the
How'd you
kickoff
miss
was
the
on a Friday.
deadline?
I honestly didn't even notice that.
Dude, I was
But
locked in.
still pulled through. I think I would have had less points if I didn't miss the deadline. So a bit of a casual take, but
It's okay.
we take it
You take it.
for sure.
Uh,
Still first.
Jew and Blake come in tied for 59 points. Julian's top performer was in Burmo as well, but he also had Vardy and Holland, which I also have Vardy and Holland and Palmer. And I
And
do as
Lewis.
well. So,
Rico Lewis delivered.
okay. You want to go through every player? Like, is that how we do this? Wow, Rico Lewis got a clean sheet. Like, wow. Like, what a great performance. Like, let's relax, all right? And if I didn't bench Emil Smith Rowe, then I would have been almost within 40 points of Miles, but I think now I'm within 50 points of Miles, so I'm getting there.
What's your squad value? Question. Scroll down, and it's at the bottom under admin.
How do I do that?
Are you on your point screen of your
Yeah.
team?
Yeah.
Scroll down, and on the bottom right, there should be a little thing called admin, and then, or sorry,
Yeah.
finances right above that.
Yeah. Ugh.
What is
Mine
it?
is bad.
What is it?
Mine's,
994.
mine's worse. 985.
Really?
What's yours?
101.6.
Yeah, but you had Holland. Sorry, I didn't have Holland, and you went up.
I had all too.
Wow. I owned Mbermo early.
Because Holland was what, 15 to start?
Yep.
And now he's 15.4.
He's 15.4.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So I bought him at like 15.3 or something.
Oh, I bought Rogers early. That's a big one. And Mbermo early. I bought Palmer early. Lewis early. Vardy early.
Anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, lads.
That wasn't that bad. That was just a normal pod.
Yeah.
How long are we going?
83 minutes.
Oh, dude. Not bad.
It's like 10 minutes.
hour 25.
It's
It's
five-
decent.
What?
Because low key, like,
It's 5 to
Let's not
10
talk
over.
about-
We didn't go on many like life tangents like we usually do.
Yeah.
no?
Usually
we're
we
trying not to.
Usually we stray away
We
from
actually
the
could have
subject for a
talked
little.
Arsenal longer.
We
Damn.
could have. Thank God we didn't.
I really enjoyed our Monday night discussion. I thought it was productive.
It was productive.
I thought I'd be getting laughed at a little bit now.
Hopefully, Man United are going to be productive soon.
I don't know if I'll be more mad if we lose or win against Chelsea.
Let's just draw.
Oh my god, lad! Like,
You
no,
already
win.
said it.
Oh wait,
Okay, obviously, I would rather
yeah,
win.
win against them.
But if we're really good, I will come into the studio with a few gripes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Although seeing Sancho lose will be quite satisfying. Okay.
That's why I can't speak to him because he says if we lose, but if we win, but if we lose, just want to win every game. You just lost your manager. Just want to win now. You still think about stipulations about outside. That's what you guys need to
You
stop.
got to
doing.
think about the larger picture, because you know what the larger picture is right now,
that
boys?
you guys are still shit.
We're
It doesn't-
14th.
There you go. Well,
It's a pretty large picture.
It's a very large picture.
So why are we 14th? You got to think about why we're 14th. Part of that
14th?
was the reason we sacked our manager. That's one of the reasons. But another big reason is because of these players. So if they... Fuck, it might be lower now, dude. Listen.
No, it's 14.
Fuck.
I mean, Crystal Palace won shit. They might catch up to you guys.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. 14th position. Bro, we're talking to guys like Leicester,
my
Everton, West Ham.
Sitting at
Crystal
West Ham's
Palace.
table is not something every team can do.
Brother in Christ. A point behind Bournemouth and Newcastle and Fulham.
those are good
2
teams.
behind Brentford.
All right, lad, I'm over this. You're just.
You're dragging it like
But
the
It's
but
just
no,
depression.
but if they win, I'm gonna be mad. Fucking A, dude.
Because these fucking players, bro. These fucking players, like, they put me through enough. Like, I'm just numb to this sport because of them, you know? A few of them, you just need a good...
Hello, mother.
Oh.
You want to do you want to say hi to the podcast? We're filming right now. Oh, she called it right.
Go on.
Yeah, talk to me about Arsenal. Talk to me about the Arsenal performance today. Or yesterday.
It was really good.
Mother, do you not remember me being upset on the weekend?
Oh, right. Yeah, you were really upset, actually. You said today. I didn't watch it today.
No, I meant Sunday. Okay, let me call you back in a bit.
Hello, Mama
That's a
Talbot.
great little wholesome moment there. I love that.
Sometimes my spontaneity
I love
is
that.
pretty good.
Spontaneity. Isn't it spontaneousness?
Spontaneity? Spontaneity? I think it's spontaneity.
I think it's spontaneity.
Yeah.
All right. We got a lot of sports to watch tonight, don't we? We got Leafs. There's Raptors. There's Raw.
Baseball. Wait,
There's World
Yeah.
It's already
Series.
started.
yeah.
Fuck.
Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go Dodgers.
Let's go. All right, boys. A great pod today.
Yep.
Everybody listening, I hope you have a wonderful week watching footy. Is there Champions League this week?
You fuck up.
EFL. Oh, enjoy the EFL Cup, guys. Wow. As always, we will be here next week to talk to you about Chelsea United, Ruben Amorim, all the great stuff, another conspiracy. And we'll see you next week.
We out.
Take it away. Thank you.